These are cows.
Oh, that's okay.
Cows.
I would keep my feet off.
Okay. So let's start with a little lesson here. Let's get a piece of vegetation here. Barnyard grass. Okay. Grass. This electric fence is hot, so be aware of it. This is grass. Now, we Americans are brain damaged on grass.
Oh yeah.
When we say grass, about the only interaction or frame of reference we have for grass is a lawn or a golf course. But when I say grass, I'm talking about Governor Spotswood and running the valley and tying the grass in a knot above the horse's saddle everywhere they rode. I'm talking about Little House on the Prairie, Laura Ingalls Wilder. Remember when Ma and Pa wouldn't let the girls go past the threshold of the soddy lest they get lost in the grass, remember? You know, we read that today and say, well, my lands, if I let that happen around my house, the beautification committee would come and cite me for an ordinance violation for, you know, being so negligent that I'm having a out of control lawn. I'm talking about the grass that if you really want to see it, you can go to the University of Nebraska at Lincoln right now, today.
We've been there. We're big fans of the old prairie.
Well, they maintain a 2-acre native prairie there on the campus. And you walk out in that, I mean, it's 12 feet tall. 12 feet tall. Walk out in that path, and I mean, it just consumes you and envelops you. And the tillers are as thick as hair on a dog's back. They're 3/4 of an inch thick at the bottom. And then to imagine standing there, imagine riding the buckboard of a Conestoga wagon, going out through there, looking as far as the eye could see into the horizon with 12-inch grass, thick as hair on a dog's back, waving. It's incomprehensible. It's incomprehensible. That's what I talk about when I say grass. Okay? Grass actually has a much faster carbon sequestration and energy metabolism than trees or shrubs. In the echelon of biomass accumulation, it's grass first, then shrubs, and then trees. Now don't go away saying I hate trees, okay? I'm just telling you that in nature's energy economy, its biomass accumulation economy, its solar metabolic efficiency, grass way outcompetes trees. So if you really want to sequester carbon and generate oxygen and clean the atmosphere, you want to go to grass more than trees. That's all I'm saying, okay? That's very politically incorrect, if you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah, grass is here. All right, so let's talk about this grass. Here's your barnyard grass. That's the species this is. I mean, there's all kinds here. Here's foxtail, and you know, there's all sorts of stuff here. You know, here's some cockle. The cows actually eat this broadleaf cockle. They actually eat it quite well. Here's some amaranth, some some pigweed. Of course, there's clover, fescue. All sorts of stuff here. All right, let's talk about this one. Grass grows in a sigmoid curve. See my S curves? Okay. I call this down here diaper grass. Infancy. Not growing real fast, just starting. First gear. Here is teenage grass. You know, remember when you couldn't keep your kids in clothes because they were growing so fast and had to put a book on their head to keep them from growing 6 inches in a day? Or remember when you could eat a half a gallon of ice cream and it didn't stay with you? All right. Teenage grass. Out here, this is nursing home grass. Out here. Okay? So we got diaper, teenage, nursing home. Now if I want to if I want to metabolize solar energy into decomposable biomass of these three parts of growth, where do I want to keep that grass as much time as possible? Teenage. Boy, you guys are sharp. You guys are sharp. I do this for environmental science college students. They just look at you like, teenage. If you keep it too short, it can never build up a head of steam. It doesn't get enough photosynthetic activity up and down its solar collector to really kick into high gear. And if you let it go out here, it goes into senescence and browns down and quits collecting solar energy as well. So what we want to do is keep it in between at teenage stage, which means proper pruning. All right? In other words, think about it this way. Down here, this is overgrazing. Up here, this is undergrazing. Either extreme is just as bad because it doesn't allow the plant to reach its full metabolic potential. Well, obviously, all these plants are going through this S-curve, and they're going to go out to this senescence. So how do you restart? How do you restart the biomass accumulator? How did the Creator set this up to restart it?
Create a disturbance.
Herbivores. And that's why there is no ecosystem in the world that is herbivore-less. And I belabor the point because, again, the herbivore, the cow, has been demonized by the radical environmentalist group as being, you know, melting the polar caps and all this stuff. And I repent today in sackcloth and ashes for all the destruction that cows have done over the years, but don't blame the cow. It's the manager of the cow that either uses the herbivore as the most efficacious healer or the most efficacious destroyer. So I look in the mirror and I say, well, why do I have this big brain and opposing thumbs? You see? We did that down there, I think.